Hey everybody, Danny here with Danny Murphy and Associates, First Team Real Estate. We're here, it's Thursday, mid-October, and just want to talk a little bit about the market, the real estate market. Obviously there's a lot of things going on right now in the world, a lot of political and economic things and socio-political things, and so there's a lot of noise out there. And so I want to talk about what's happening here locally with real estate. So as I think everyone knows or should know, real estate's very localized, right? What's happening here in Southern California or even Orange County is very different than what's happening in LA County, where there's different laws and things happening, whether you're a landlord or if you're selling a home that's over $5 million. There's laws that are different in LA County versus Orange County. And then obviously we're very different in Southern California than say, Green Bay, Wisconsin. So here we are mid-October. Market has been kind of on fire to some extent. It's starting to cool off the last 2 months. But, the way things have gone, we had the pandemic and, never did anyone think that real estate was going to blow up the way it did. And we have lots of appreciation and lots of people buying and selling homes. We had super low interest rates, which obviously fueled that. But then since then, as of March of 2022, we saw prices kind of peak in Orange County and Southern California. But then from March of 22 through the end of 2022, we saw interest rates double, more than double, in less than a 12-month period of time. That's never happened. So for the first time ever in a 12-month period of time, mortgage rates went from 3% to 7%. So that had a really big impact on the market. We saw things slow down through the second half of 2022. And I would say that prices actually bottomed out in November of 22. That's what the charts show. Probably saw a 10, 12, 15% pullback in some markets on pricing, right? So November of 22, we bottomed out, and then what happened was we started increasing. If you look at the median graphics and charts that we have, you would see that, as of November of 22, we started picking back up again. When 2023 hit after the new year, again, it was off to the races again. So low inventory, that's been a big theme for the last, 2 years, especially in the last year and a half or so. Low inventory. So normally this time of year, we have about 6,000 homes on the market in Orange County. As of right now, there's 2,400. So less than half of the normal inventory that you would expect for people to choose from in Orange County right now. And so what we saw was when 2023 started, lots of activity, buyers were out, even though the rates were still high. Rates were in that 6.5% range. But people, I think, kind of adjusted their expectations to that. I think that the consumer realized that they're buying the home and not the loan. I think there's a pretty high expectation. I think there's a fairly high likelihood that people believe that we'll see rates come down from where they're at now, which is the mid to high 7% range, even approaching 8%. I think that there's a high level of confidence that we'll see rates pull back in the next 12 to 18 months. The Fed obviously right now is doing their job to tighten down things right now because they want to see, we got to slow down inflation. That's been obviously a major issue. So the Fed's job and their main tool to control inflation is to modify interest rates. And so they've been increasing rates for the last year and a half or so, which has increased our mortgage rates to that sort of 7.5% to 8% range. It is slowing the market a little bit, especially in those price sensitive areas like where you're in a first-time home buyer market or a first-time home buyer price point. That is an area where we're seeing a lot of sensitivity to interest rate increases. So we're seeing the market's very dynamic right now, depending on price point, depending on area. Homes need to be priced really well. They need to be marketed really well. And they're selling still. Like I said, there's not a lot of inventory, but there's still really good demand. There's a lot of cash out there. We're in an international market here in Southern California. So a lot of healthy activity, but we are moving into a little bit of our seasonal slowdown as well with the holidays coming. So you want to tell from this, we're in a beautiful house that we're selling as a team here in South Huntington Beach. So come and visit us this weekend if you want at Pensacola. Great property, big backyard, pie-shaped lot. So appreciate you listening and contact us anytime, email, text if you have any questions on the real estate market. Thanks.